Good evening. I would like to welcome all of you here this evening. We have a full house, and that's the way we like it. Moving right along with the agenda, please join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. Right now, can I get approval for the minutes for June 5th and June 29th? Can I get a motion for approval?
I move that the minutes for June 5th and 29th be approved.
Any discussion?
Second.
Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor for approval do so by raising your right hand. Next, we'll move on to the approval of the meeting agenda. Are there any additions?
Yes, I would like to offer to the board the local municipal law enforcement agency agreement that has been revised, personnel addendum, and transfer list revised.
Can I get a motion for the approval of the meeting agenda with those additions?
Make a motion to approve the meeting agenda with the revised.
Get a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor for approval do so by raising your right hand. All right, again to recognitions and announcements. Dr. Bennett.
Here we go. Good evening. We're so glad that you all are here. Ms. White and I will walk around. And we have several groups of folks to welcome and to recognize this evening. We will begin with the Teacher Executive Institute, and I'll ask Erica Sandlin and her team to come forward, please. All right, thank you. Teachers Executive Institute is a program that has been in existence for over 25 years, honoring teachers who participate in professional development that engages the Chamber of Commerce, the Public School Foundation, as well as our school district with the business community. We are very honored. This year, we had 16 participants who completed it. Last year, we did move this to a summer program as opposed to during the school year. And with great success, these 16 individuals completed the program this year, and we are delighted to honor them. I have with me Sandra Wilkerson, who is our president from the chamber. We also worked closely with Brielle Barrow, the Center for Innovation staff, and it truly was a team effort, and we're very grateful for everybody who helped us make this possible. So without further ado, I would like to honor Tracy Fontanet, if you'll come forward. Reagan Ross. Genevieve Lindsay. Latia Dallas. Taylor Hedgepath. Jody and Evans Site. Clive Grant. Josette Broughton. Vanessa Lalore Lofters. Nikisha Daly Morgan. Joanna Ramsey. Belinda Cueva. Claudia Dennis. Tashley Nelson Slew. Alicia Sharon. You did 2 rows, so we're gonna make a picture, so you're taller, you'll set your back, less taller. Mr. Grant, you'll set to that window, yep. Go look through the window right here, real fast, just right here. Oh, that works, that works. Yeah, come on through. Yes. Go from right here. Come back to that window. And that's-
I'm gonna take one more class.
Thank you very much. Wonderful program. We're so glad you participated. And to the chamber, thank you as well for helping with this. Next, we would like to recognize Dr. Destin Ross Putty, Mr. Andrew Markach, to share with us some information about our Beta Club.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Board Member, Superintendent Bennett. So tonight I have the honor of recognizing Vance County as being a district of distinction for the National Beta Group. This is awarded to school districts who induct qualifying students in the eligible grades of 4 through 12 within all of their schools. This honor, which we have received, we are one of 42 districts nationwide to be a district of distinction. So Mark Archie has served as the Beta Club coordinator from the district level to recognize those schools of distinction.
There are actually plaques here to recognize all of our schools, because as a district of distinction, all of our schools get recognized as a participating school in a district of distinction. In order to be a district of distinction, all of our schools have to have, as Dr. Ross Putney said, participating students be inducted. That makes all of our schools schools of merit. Our advisors decided to go a step further than that, and 8 of our schools decided School of Merit wasn't good enough, and 8 of our schools have been named schools of distinction, which means not only were they schools of merit, but they inducted 10% more students this year than the previous year, and those schools have been named schools of distinction as well. And I will mention them as they get their individual plaques, so you'll know which schools those are. So if the Beta Club advisors for the schools, as you hear in your school, are named, at the advisors who come forward to the plaque. If the advisors not here, principals, please come forward. Aycock Elementary School of Merit. Dabney Elementary School of Distinction. Clark Elementary School of Distinction. E.O. Young Elementary School of Distinction. L.B. Yancey Elementary School of Distinction. E.M. Rollins Elementary School of Distinction. Carver Elementary School of Distinction. New Hope Elementary School of Distinction. Pinkston Street Elementary School of Merit. Zeb Vance Elementary School of Distinction. Vance County Middle School, School of Merit. STEM Early High School, School of Merit. Vance County Early College High School, School of Merit. Vance County High School, School of Merit. The last one needs just a little bit of explaining. Vance Virtual Village, because it's a K through 12 school, has 2 levels that go with it, an elementary and a secondary, both levels School of Distinction.
Just trying to get out of the way.
Let me get out of your way. So sorry. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more time.
What a wonderful honor for each of the schools and especially for the district.
5 years in a row.
5 years in a row, absolutely. Congratulations to all. I would like to take just a moment to recognize one of our departments who has received an award of excellence in performance. Every year, our financial business department goes through a very extensive annual comprehensive fiscal, I should say, review. And it's not anything that takes place very quickly. It's a pretty drawn out comprehensive review, i.e. the word, annual comprehensive. But I just want to say, we are very, very blessed here in Vance County Schools to have a lot of really strong employees. And our financial department happens to be one of our stellar departments. I'd like to ask all the members of that department, please, to come forward who are here. and Mr. John Souther, who leads that department. As they're coming up, we probably all are just so thankful for them, aren't we? Okay, every month. But we truly are appreciative for them on a daily basis. There are so many things that they have to do to make sure that our money is deposited into our checking account and that our benefits are actually what we hope that they'll be. So we appreciate the manner in which you as a team work with integrity, with efficiency and accuracy. So this is an A++ financial team. We are proud of it. Thank you so much. It's Roxanne, that's it, checks in the mail. Thank you so much. And our final recognition for this evening also is for another wonderful group of folks, the Educators of Excellence. Just a few nights ago, we had an opportunity to celebrate those key educators from across the district, and they not only as we have our school level educators of excellence, a very high honor in itself, also our district. So I'd like to ask Dr. Caraway if she would share with us the information about the educators of excellence.
Good evening, Madam Chair, board members, Superintendent Dr. Bennett, and our guests. I'm so excited tonight to present to you our school level educators of the year and then our district level at the end of each. When I call your name, if you'll please come forward to receive your certificate and then be recognized by our board chair, Ms. Gloria White, and our superintendent, Dr. Cindy Bennett. At this time, Nino Robles. Vicki Ann Fullwood there. Jose Ortiz Cavelli. Davia Johnson Wilkins. Julia Morton. Jamie Chin. Kevin Johnson. Tina Terry. Karen Jennings. Caroline Boyd. Cynthia Moore. Debbie McCoon. Cynthia Namaka. Pamela Wickham. And our district teacher of the year, Annalisa McConnelly.
Right here in this window. Three, two. Thank you.
Next up, we will recognize our beginning teachers of the year from each school. Matthew Weaver. Brittany Brody. Quintella Crutchfield. Tawanda Peace. Loletta Davidson. Marcia Cobbs. Tajamir Hart. Damian Davis. Nicole Clark. Rosa Bullock. Karen Suarez. And our district beginning teacher of the year, Liliana King.
Thank you all so much.
Next up, we will be celebrating our assistant principal nominees. Patricia Branch. Desmond Thompson. Dr. Selene Wilkins. Angela Kuzak. And our district assistant principal of the year, Michelle Edmonds. Last category, principal nominees, Dr. Carnetta Thomas. Dr. Jessica Perry. Dr. Shannon Bullock. Dr. Stephanie Askew. And our district principal of the year, Dr. Michael Putney Sr.
That concludes our recognitions. Please give everyone a round of applause, please.
Okay, let's move on. Comments from the public, there are none. The superintendent's report, we'll move right on into that.
Thank you, Ms. White. We'll begin with our fiscal oversight monthly report, Mr. Schaefer.
Good evening. The accounts have been reconciled through July. The finance department finished the 23 fiscal year maximizing our resources and in good shape. The auditors were on site last week, August 7th through the 11th, conducting our required annual fiscal audit. Final payment was made for summer school on August 4th, and at this time, there's still no state budget. And therefore, staff will continue to be paid at the same amount as 22-23 levels until the budget is passed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schaefer. Next, we have our local municipal law enforcement agency agreement. That is something that is a partnership between the Board of Education, the Vance County Sheriff's Department, and the Henderson Police Department. And this agreement truly is a collaborative partnership with the goal of ensuring that we are reducing in-school arrests, reducing out-of-school suspensions and expulsions, and that we are working with our students to make sure that they view our police force, our sheriffs, any other law enforcement in a more positive light. The district is doing several things to certainly support that. The Board of Education having approved to have school resource officers in several of our schools. That in itself certainly does support this agreement. I'll say that also at Vance County High School this year, we have a law and justice in class that has 73 students enrolled this fall semester. So that in itself would also help our students understand more clearly about the judicial system. We also, as we seek to make sure that all students have a right to an education that is not hindered by violence or disruption, our district, specifically the Student Services Department, has developed discipline matrices based on grade level spans that we will be using with Fidelity this year to ensure equity of support, I would say, more than anything for our students. And of course, we have our positive behavior support programs at our schools, as well as our multi-tiered systems of support. All of these things we are currently doing and will continue to enhance this way as we focus with the Sheriff's Department and the Police Department to reduce in-school arrests, out-of-school suspensions, and expulsions.
Make a motion to set the memorandum of understanding between Vance County Schools and the local municipal law enforcement agencies.
Do we have a second?
Second motion.
Okay, any discussion? There being none, all those in favor for approval, do so by raising your right hand.
The final thing on the superintendent's report, just a very brief overview of the opening of school. We're very pleased that we have our 2 early start and our year-round schools already open. For Vance County High School, currently in membership, we have 987 students. We are, the staff there are working diligently to identify, locate, and make sure that about 50 plus students are actually part of the attendance there. So they're doing a great job of their student services staff finding those other students. Sometimes we find that in early start of year-round schools that people are not aware of the date, then they tend to come around Labor Day. So they're working diligently to find those students. They're working right now with approximately 5 vacancies for which Dr. Witt and his team have a plan for, so students are currently being served. So we're very pleased with the work and the safe opening and safe first week, we will say, of school at the high school. E.M. Rollins, our year-round school with Dr. Carnetta Thomas. She has approximately 261 students who are attending the year-round school there, approximately 5 vacancies. And again, she has a plan for how she is dealing with those vacancies, working with HR. All of our principals are trying to ensure that we have appropriate staff in all of our classrooms prior to the opening of our remainder of schools. And early college, with this high, 237 students are currently enrolled in early college, and she has 0 vacancies. So we're very pleased with the opening of school for these 3 schools. Again, with some of these, while they may not have a teacher in the seat today, there is one on the way with our international teachers and others that we have secured. Thank you.
Next, we'll move on to the standing committees, and the first one is personnel, and we met on August the 8th. And we discussed a few items, and one of those, which is called now Experience Day, used to be new staff orientation. So Dr. Caraway shared some pictures and talked to us about it. So it looks like it was informative and a good time was had by all. The next thing, we talked about the ESS substitute system. And principals, I hope that is working out well with you all. If it's not, I'm sure you will let someone know. But we looked at the number of absences that we had during this past school year, and it was quite a bit. And so we hope with the start of this school year, I don't know, we don't have a lot of money to give out. I don't know what would make them come and not miss days. Of course, you know, sometimes you just can't help it. You know, you may be ill or a family member, but some of the principals, if you want to look at that, you will see it's been quite a few absences. So we're trying to see, I don't know what you can do to talk with the staff and see if you can get them to come on in, because we need them, and certainly the children need them to come on in, because without them, what are the kids going to do? The next thing was vacancies, and we're getting those down. I think when we met on the 8th, it was about 23. Dr. Caraway, is that still at 23, or have we gone down some there?
We have shifted a little, we've received a few more recommendations for hire and then a few resignations, so we're still at about 23, yes ma'am.
Okay, because this is shaping up, you know, COVID hadn't left completely yet, but we're not where we used to be. So we want to have a fantastic school year, and it depends on everybody working together. Lastly, the personnel summary. So we discussed employment recommendations, resignations, retirements, and leaves. And it was recommended that we take this to the full board for approval. So can I get a motion to approve the personnel recommendations with the addendum?
Make a motion. Make a motion to accept the personnel as presented with the addendum. Second.
Okay, any discussion? There being none, all those in favor for approval do so by raising your right hand. Okay. Next, finance, Mr. Suther.
Good evening, Ken. We have before the board tonight 3 items that will require board approval. The first one is instructional content for Advanced Virtual Village Academy. Imagine Learning, also known as Edgenuity, Advanced Virtual Academy's K-12 Central Learning Management System. Through the Imagine Learning platform, D3A scholars are able to experience student-centered learning, build essential skills, and accelerate their personalized learning path. The kindergarten through 5th grade scholars are able to practice and master their skills through the Buzz Imagine learning platform, while the 6th through 12th grade scholars are supported through the courseware Imagine Learning platform. This all aligns with NC standard course of study, and this is $85,025 to be funded through state funds, and we are requesting the board approve this for 23-24.
May I get a motion for approval?
Make a motion to approve the Image Learning, also known as Ingenuity, as a digital content platform for P3A for the year 2023, 2024. Second.
Any discussion? There being none, all those in favor for approval do so by raising your right hand.
Secondly, we have Panorama Education. This is a platform that shows key indicators of student success along with the intervention and progress monitoring system. This platform measures social emotional learning, trends across SEL, attendance, academic, and behavior indicators, managing MTSS and interventions to improve student outcomes and track student progress and monitoring monitoring progress towards graduation. This platform integrates nightly with PowerSchool, iReady, MClass, and EOC, EOG. This will allow for educators and leaders to view SEL or social emotional learning results alongside attendance, behavior, and academic performance data to create intervention plans of individual students or groups of students. With all this, educators will have a centralized data source for identifying at-risk students, understand patterns and trends, implement tiered interventions and support, and progress monitor to ensure success of students. The cost of this platform is $70,875 to be funded through state at-risk funds and/or federal funds. And we are requesting the board to approve this contract with Panorama Education for 22-23.
Make a motion to approve the contract with Panorama Education in the amount of $70,875. Second.
Any discussion?
I'm looking forward to seeing this program work. It sounds like it'll do everything except to have a school bus. So God bless.
Yes, I was gonna say that also because we do need a system to better track those items missing there. So we'll see how this works. How long has this company been around and kind of success rates has been working out well for other school systems?
Mr. Warner?
Yes, ma'am. This is a proven product. We chose between 2, one that was not a proven product. Currently Charlotte Meck, Wake County, Salisbury school systems are using this platform.
If I may add, it will align with our MTSS and our PDIS work. It will also be supportive for the counselors, the social workers, and the nurses, because the medical data or social emotional learning information that is entered will also generate possible interventions that the teacher or others can use if a student is having health issues, emotional issues, or academic issues.
So who will assess this information? Individual teachers, the principal, assistant principals, who have access to this information?
All will be involved, but it will be managed by the counselors.
Okay, so we need the counselors to speak up, we need the principals to check in to see what they have.
Absolutely. High level accountability for all of you, Ms. White.
Okay. All right, with that, no further, yes ma'am? Can you hear me now? Okay.
Was there a second to that motion?
Yes. So there's no further discussion. All those in favor for approval do so by raising your right hand.
And lastly, we have our new teacher support program. The North Carolina New Teacher Support Program's goal is to improve beginning teacher effectiveness through intensive institute boot camps, intentional individualized classroom coaching, and aligned professional development sessions. This program will support beginning teachers in years 1 through 3 and will partner with East Carolina University. The cost is $2,400 per beginning teacher. We have an estimated 40 teachers for a total cost of $96,000. That will be funded through federal PRC 103, improving teacher quality. And we are asking the board to approve this contract with the new teacher support program with East Carolina University for the 23-24 school year.
Make a motion to approve the contracts with North Carolina New Teacher Support Program through East Carolina University for the year 2023, 2024 school year.
Second.
This oxidized, this microphone, please.
He was using it and had it quite close, a little closer, Ms. Oxendine, and I know you can probably speak without one.
You want to say all
You
that
talk
again?
down, and it's very hard to hear.
Make a motion to approve the contract with the North Carolina New Teacher Support Program through East Carolina University for the year 2023, 2024.
Second motion.
It was seconded by Mr. Perry previously, okay? Any discussion? I do have a few questions, okay, with the 40 teachers, how were they chosen? Did they volunteer? Phil said, were they voluntold?
One of the things I can say, and Dr. Caraway, please speak up as well. We have more than 40 new teachers. We also have Ms. Khadijah Stewart-Faith who will be supporting new teachers as well as international teachers. This particular program, through the partnership with East Carolina, will be of greatest support to those who have never taught and who have not gone through an educational program. So that's how we're looking to support. Dr. Caraway?
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Madam Chair, Dr. Bennett is correct. The selection of 40 new teachers will be first-year beginning teachers who have never taught. And the purpose is to provide additional training and support so that they can provide quality instruction in the classroom. Our university will work with them with pedagogy, planning lessons, and really modeling in the classroom.
So how will this take place? You know, they're in the classroom, from 8 to 3, whatever, when they get out. So how would this work? How they integrate that?
This program actually, yes, ma'am, this program actually works around their schedule. They will come in weekly and they work with the principal as well. They check in with the principal and then they check in weekly. Usually 1 week is face-to-face and the next week is virtual, where they are practicing with them during their planning period and during when they have students. Whatever they need, they go in at that time. Yes, ma'am.
So work around their schedule.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
mean, they should have a planning period, but sometimes that doesn't work out. Okay. So you said that we're checking with the principal and they identify areas that the teachers need.
We also receive a check-in and a log of what they're coaching with so that we also know, and Ms. Khadijah Stewart-Faith will be working closely with them to make sure that they're receiving that support. But we'll also receive logs and check-ins on a weekly basis that's housed in a Google Drive so that we can see that they're really getting the support and we're getting the bang for our buck of the support for our beginning teachers.
Any further discussion? There being none, all those in favor for approval do so by raising your right hand. I think that's it, for the standing committees, because, most of them did not meet, in the month of, July. So we'll close that out and we'll move on to, new business. None? There's none. No overnight field trips. And lastly, out of county transfers.
I would like to say, very pleased to announce that we have 58 students transferring in to the district. We have 6 students transferring out.
Make a motion.
Wait, Ms. Hartman,
I move that all transfers be approved.
so you motion that all transfers and releases be approved. Okay. You second,
Second it with the revised.
okay? All right, any discussion? There being none, all those in favor for approval do so by raising your right hand. Okay. Well, right now, did we raise the right hand? Did I get that hard? Okay. So right now, we come to the end of the road and we are so happy that you all were here tonight, and we're here every second Monday at 6:00 p.m. Come visit us again. At this time, I move that we go into closed session pursuant to the provisions of NCGS 143-318.11 for purposes of discussing legal, personnel, and property issues. That is my motion. Can I get a second? Second. All those in favor? Raise your right hand, and thank you again.